Hello my friends! In this video I'll show you how easy it is to paint two owls. For me, just to create a separation, I'll put a scotch in the middle. But you don't have to do it, you can keep your canvas entirely without creating the separation that I did. Now, for my background, I'm using only blue and white. I'm using here cobalt blue and titanium white. And I'm blending it. I'm not trying to achieve a perfect blend. I like to have patches where the blue is darker. I like to have lighter areas. So I'm going to keep this negligent look. But where I feel the need of blending more, then I'm adding additional strokes. And now I'm moving to the next panel and I'm starting again with the blue. Because I have that tape in the middle, it's okay to go over it. If you're choosing to have only one panel, then you can go from one side to the other without any interruptions. After I'll finish the background, I'm going to wait a few more minutes to dry and then I will move on to the next step. Just for fun, I'm going to add a few splashes of color. Here I'm using a mix of orange and white to make it stronger and more vibrant. And I'm going to add a few splashes on the other side. Mostly I'm going to put it in the outer corner and just few dots here and there. Remember, you have to have fun. It's time to do the owls, and for this I'm going to use a preliminary step. I do that because I want to draw it first with a pencil, and that allows me a little bit more room to work with it, just in case if I'm not happy with what I did, with an eraser I can easily get rid of the pencil. You can totally skip this step and start doing it directly in color, but I will suggest that it's easier to do it first with a pencil. Now, another thing that I'm doing, I'm using a stencil for the eyes. It's just a simple round shape. You can use any round shape object. And I'm using it in order to make sure that the eyes are completely symmetrical. You can totally skip that and you can draw the eyes yourself, but it's easier if you use this stencil. So I'm drawing the eyes as you can see here, trying to rotate it to get a nice eye shape, a little nose, the head, and inside of the eye I'm defining two more areas. We'll fill it with different color later on. Then the wings and two legs, and that's it. Those are the owls. For the next step, I already changed my brush and I'm using a fine tip brush, and this allows me to trace the contour of the owls and to be more precise. I'm just following here what I drew before. Of course, I'm going to add a few more things as I go on, things that I believe looks better. But mostly I'm following what I see. So here I'm filling in head. For the eyes, I'm coloring the entire inner part with black. And of course, I'm going to leave two dots. I'm going to leave it out just fill it with black. As I work on, I am reshaping continuously, and I'm trying to match the eyes to be somehow symmetrical. And then I move on to the next layer. Here, just a simple contour. And then the third layer. And I'm bringing together all the layers. I am continuing with the wings, and here just a light suggestion. And the other wing. Few more accents on the inside. For the second owl, I'm going to do the same things that I did before. I'm going to fill in the eyes first, and then I'm going to do the rest of it. I'm going to put few accents to suggest the feathers, and that will be my second owl. For me, it's very important every time I paint to have fun. That's why sometimes I throw away old rules and I just let my hand go, and sometimes I paint something goofy, sometimes something more serious, but in spite of the subject, it is very, very important to enjoy painting. For me, I find it very relaxing, very rewarding. And painting this owl was almost like a goofy exercise that I had a lot of fun doing. Few accents here, and I'm going to place a branch. And I'm going to put another branch here too, so my owls will sit comfortably on the branch. I am so tempted to call it nose. And because this is a fun project, then let's have fun with naming the parts of the body in a different way. So from now on, this will be the nose. I'm filling in the feet with a darker orange. With a brighter orange, I add some highlights. And I redo the nose. The other eye. And why not fill the feet with this lighter color? I'm doing the same thing for the other owl. And with the same brush and with the same color, I'm adding more fun stuffs. I'm adding more texture to suggest the feathers. Just light strokes. And here I'm going around the eye. Same thing for the second owl. Few dots around the eye. And on the other eye, more dots. And I bring those dots down. Few accents on the wing. And on the other wing too. With just white, I add a few dots, and this will make the eyes more interesting and even bigger. And then I will add another highlight inside the eye, just like this. More highlights, more contouring, more defining. This is the time to add additional decorative things. So this is the moment when we can step back a little bit and see what else is missing, what can we add to make our painting more beautiful. And here we add a line here, a line there, until it's prettier. So for my owls, I decided to add a little brick texture in the background. Even though I'm going from one panel to the other, the middle part will be completely erased. So it doesn't matter much. I'm using here the same brush and the same color that I used before for highlights. And I'm trying to readjust the shapes a little bit to make it more interesting. And I'm moving to the second panel with the brick texture. I'm just suggesting here sort of a bricks. Before I end up my project, I'm going to add few splashes, and I'm going to cover the face because I don't want any splashes on the eyes and on the face, just on the background and on the body. And then I will peel off the tape. These are my owls. I hope you had fun as much as I had, and see you next time with another project. Bye bye!